everyone. Welcome back to My Lady Disdain. I'm Sandy.
And I'm John.
And today we are very excited because we got our first Coco Smart doll.
Okay, so there's a few audio problems with this week's episode, but it'll only take a few minutes before I can switch over to our backup audio, so hang in there. I swear it gets better.
Because we got our first Coco Smart doll 2 days early.
Yes, we were gonna record something completely different today, but now we're doing an unboxing. I like change.
So if you like our unboxing videos and our other Smart Doll videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and make sure you click the bell for notifications. We are making our way to 1,000 subscribers, and at that point we'll be able to do quite a few more things to keep bringing you better content.
So this is our first Coco doll, and it was not a purchase I expected to be making, but I do have to take sole responsibility for it.
Yeah, we were laying in bed and the release announcement came up and we started to go back to sleep, and then John said, I kind of want her.
She was the first doll that made me really connect with the Coco dolls, and I'd had my eye on her, but kind of had put her out of my mind.
We actually have a list of a few dolls, just a few, that are like, we will buy these. And this doll was not on the list. But you know what? She's really pretty, and we don't have a Coco yet.
Sandy did have a Coco doll in mind, but it's the exact same as a cinnamon doll she really, really, really wants. So I couldn't see us actually ever getting the Coco version. Because, alright. Prove me wrong. It seemed like the first Coco doll we got should be more unique and not a duplicate of a doll that we have. So, I have a question for you. How do you feel about Coco? Do you have Coco dolls already? Who was your first Coco doll? Or if you haven't bought a Coco doll, what's stopping you? Has the right Coco doll not come along? Is there somebody you're particularly waiting for? Let us know down in the comments.
Okay, so let's open this box.
Do stick around to the end because we have a small announcement about the channel. Okay, first question. No data found on Manifest. Am I opening an empty box? What is this?
Like somehow it didn't make it onto the manifest, but it got to us anyway?
Yay?
I have no idea what that means.
Regardless of that, it's time for our box opening montage.
Yeah, if anybody works for DHL and wants to explain us that would be great.
You're ruining the montage, Sandy. All right, so first off, we do have to make note that this is our first of the new bags.
And it actually does look different because it lacks that coating and the decal is smaller.
It's not smooth, it's a typical canvas bag, and yeah, the graphic is smaller. Yeah, so as we take this out, we should see it doesn't have hard corners on it anymore. So just two seams, one on either side. I do wish this were a bit bigger.
But I will say what it will do that the other one couldn't do is it actually will expand out on the sides more.
Accessories coming out. I'm going to do the honors on this, since she's my responsibility.
You get all the guilt, so you get the...
all the glory.
The glory as well.
All guilt, all glory. I'm going to make a t-shirt of that.
I wasn't prepped for her skin tone at all when she came out of the bag.
It's always a surprise. They're so much prettier in person. They're so much bigger in person. Apparently, Danny has started sealing the bags.
Or no.
No, she's just crumpled up near the head. Don't worry. We know exactly what we're talking about. Alright, I am going to be a little bit careful here because, holy cow, the Coco skin tone has a tendency to show scuffs and scratches more easily than the other skin tones.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So this is Reflection, and I think one of the things that struck me about her, first of all, absolutely love the G7 head sculpt. All the new dolls are coming in. I'm sure I'll get a little sick of it at some point, so I hope he does come up with new variations, but so good.
Yeah.
So let's look at the face up here.
I love that her defined eyeshadow line. I think that sort of pinkish eyeshadow is beautiful. I like her eyebrows. They're not too thick. Her coloring is very pretty. It's very soft. She has such a softness to her face.
The blushing on the cheeks is subtle and very nice. I really love her lips. Compared to a lot of the other dolls, you know, you don't get to see such full lips normally.
It's interesting, as you're turning her on an angle, she starts to look a little more surprised.
But yeah, I love the eye makeup, and quite honestly, I think that thick black stripe with the pink on top is just really striking.
She's gorgeous, and I am loving the cocoa skin tone. She's beautiful.
And get a look at her entire body.
I think we have this color, Panty.
Yeah, I know that there is the possibility for multiple color variations depending on who manufactured the underwear. And we have only ever gotten the sort of light gray.
Yeah, I think so.
Very neutral light gray. I am happy I made this purchase. She looks fantastic.
She's going to be a fun photography challenge.
Yes, as long as I expose between the two, I'll be able to adjust in either direction just fine.
Danny gave a tip on what you can do to brighten up the face while not overexposing everything else.
Yeah, whether you're using Photoshop or Lightroom, which is generally kind of your first stop, Lightroom does have some abilities to do particular adjustments applied to areas using gradients, whether they're radial gradients or linear gradients. And so it allows you to kind of naturally fade in and brighten a particular spot or add contrast or whatever it is you want to do in a particular area.
So yeah, absolutely lovely. I want to look at her hands. Again, like
you are obsessed.
I'm obsessed
with the lifelines and the love lines
in the hands. I think it's just so cute. I have to see.
What is the terminology for palm reading?
Palmistry?
Well, is that the act of reading palms, or is that not science, but I'm looking for an ology, I guess. Is it palmology?
Palmolive.
Palmolive what?
Okay, so we have an accessory box.
It might be a little on the heavy side.
Just a little. What do we got in here, John?
We've been through this. Our second to last doll that we got was our first T. That's Roxy. Roxy is back there in the corner sporting a blonde wig right now and looks amazing. When we purchased Roxy, we had to purchase all of the hands. It's our first time with that skin tone, and I require hands. And of course, the same goes. So that's the biggest addition.
So now we've got Coco hands and stuff. We're pretty good, except for the fact that we are still seeking some extra milk parts for Shiki.
Just bringing that one back, huh?
So first we have the melamine sponge, which is basically a magic eraser, if you want to go by a brand name. And it is for removing scuffs from the Coco, which you can probably also use it on T. And actually, poor Roxy already has some scuffs that have to be buffed out, and so this might be helpful.
We think the dog may have issues
with Roxy.
With her dark little eyes. He might have gotten up and pawed at her a bit. So we've got a little work to do there.
Okay, and of course we're in parts, so we've got the medium smooth push-up bust in Coco. Oh, the medium smooth bust. Sorry. We also have the push-up bust. We like pretty much all the bust sizes, but we really like the medium the best. It fills out...
I personally like the push-up the best, but I like them in dresses, and I like having the push-up bust there.
Yeah.
So why do you like the medium?
I think it fills out the clothes really nicely and creates a nice balance because, I mean, the doll does have a bit of a caboose.
Yeah.
So it kind of creates a balance when you're looking aesthetically. The small is fine.
The small just doesn't have any cleavage at all.
Yeah. So then we have some hand packs. Hand pack 2.
Yep, so each of the ones that are available.
Hand pack 1.
Yep.
And hand pack 4. She can do all kinds of things with her hands now.
Now, Sandy is also working on a project where we might cheat a little bit and need some gloves.
So we got the combat gloves in black.
We've been waiting on this. This has been like in every cart that we've had, and then just keep sort of deprioritizing it.
You know what's nice about these? We can actually use them on Shiki. if we can, come up with an outfit for her where she's using black gloves, and then we can actually use different hand positions on Shiki as well.
Right, that does give us a nice opportunity to not have to worry about our lack of
milk parts. Okay, so the rest of this stuff. Oh, we've got her stand. We're gonna take out our first Coco stand.
A Coco stand.
And our little Mirai card. Got to give props to Mirai. I suppose we should take out her wig.
Yeah, probably would have been good to start there, but we'll get everything out here, laid out.
And then we got a couple of extra things, because they were actually in John's cart waiting for a cinnamon doll to come out.
Because we're waiting for a few releases, we have a couple of things in our cart ready to go so that when they come out, we can purchase as soon as possible, get free shipping, and not have to worry about it.
Right.
But of course, all of these needed to be purchased.
Right. So these were actually just left in there and as an extra purchase, but that's okay. Reflection's going to need some new clothes to put on anyway.
This is true.
We got the slim Mura pants and the matching tank.
Nice basic outfit.
And we have boots that she can wear with that, so that's fine. So let's go ahead and get her together.
All right, let's clear some of this out of here.
Which bust shall we do?
We haven't done a push-up in a while.
Okay, so let's do the push-up.
So we're going to add the push-up bust and her wig. It always weirds me out just a little bit that this is not color matched either.
Yeah, it's almost disturbing.
It would be probably better if it was just orange at this point. Well, we all do look the same on the inside. All right, off with the arms. I'm gonna do it this way. That was a little on the difficult side.
It doesn't look so disturbing once you see the orange. Okay, the adventurer tank.
Probably should have left these off for the moment, but it shouldn't be too bad.
I think this is the first CJ tank we've purchased.
No!
Just take the arm out. I think the push-up was a good choice with the tank. And then the slim mirror pants.
Off with the feet. Get up over that butt. Get up off of that thing. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure.
She needs some shoes.
Let's do those. Almost there, guys. We have boots on. We've got our slim Mura pants, the tank top, and some combat gloves.
And I will say, like other people, I have commented on my love for the jeans and the boots, and I am going to add the Mura pants to that list of amazing CJ items. These pants are gorgeous.
Yeah, they look fantastic.
All of the stitch detailing on the knees and everything is amazing. It's got these wonderful seam lines going down the front. So much attention to detail in these pants. And of course the fact that each pair of pants would be different because the dyes are all hand done.
Right. I forgot about that. All right, this wig is a lot. I mean, it's not long like a lot of the other ones, but man.
It's soft. It's
very
soft.
That is beautiful.
You might think it would be like a little more wiry because of the shape of it and the way the curls are done, but it's not. It's a very soft wig.
How do we like the part?
Try pushing it to the side a little.
I can't.
She might be a center part girl. It's hard to tell. I like it on the side.
Is that good placement there?
Yeah, I think so.
She looks great.
Okay, yeah, she's gorgeous. That skin tone is so dramatic. I am a fan of the cocoa beverage, I think.
This does not surprise me. Yeah, she is amazing. She is going to be great in photographs. I've already got a couple of ideas and things that I want to play with. I'm thinking green eyes for her. I'd love to see what she looks like with similar hair but lighter, a little bit more of a golden, or probably a little bit darker than that, and just play with those options till we figure out exactly what her look is.
Should we do a comparison with our other G7?
Sure. Let's do a quick comparison, and let's do a skin tone comparison while we're at it.
Sounds good. So let's start with our T girl here, Miss Roxy, who is rocking a cropped moment/entropy wig. Now, Vignette is not G7, but we are going to be able to see her skin tone here. Oh, actually, we can do 4 skin tones.
All right, we have Milk.
We might as well do all 4. We have become those people. So when you can see them all together, you can see the color variation a little bit better. I think the difference between Milk and Cinnamon is probably the most subtle.
Yeah, it's almost more of a tonality difference than, it's a little bit brighter and pulls a little bit away from the red tones.
Yeah, it's a much more neutral color. In the case of Shiki, it's made up with her blusher, but it's a much more neutral skin tone. Cinnamon being just a very pale with a peachy pink tone to it. And then Tea, you can definitely see that I'm going to take Milk away, and you can definitely see the difference between Cinnamon and Tea.
Yeah, no, there's very clear differences and between these steps. And I think in pictures or when you're not seeing them side by side, it's hard to get a clear understanding of what that is. And Roxy here, I think, really surprised us when we got her, just because of how much darker and richer the color is in person versus, seeing them separately. And of course, any picture is going to be color corrected, and it's hard to tell what reality really is.
Let me move Vignette out of the way and we can look at the 2 G7s.
So my comments about the lips being, bigger, more pronounced, that is just the G7 in comparison to everything else. You can see the lips are very much the same on Roxy here, but they're great. I love it. This is a pretty versatile sculpt, and you can see the face-ups between these two really do a lot to change their attitude and demeanor and create different characters. So it's a great sculpt.
I'm in love with the G7 sculpt. I think it's gorgeous.
I just love how important eyebrows are and how much they say about the person and what we read. There's just this lovely sort of softness and empathy that comes from reflection that you do not get in Genesis here, or Roxy.
So here she is, our first Cocoa lady.
I am really, really happy with this purchase. She looks amazing.
Yeah, I love this wig. And I'm sorry, those pants are just...
Toy!
Would we could all look this good in skin-tight pants. They look amazing on her. So good. I really like this outfit. I like the tank. I think it's going to be very useful. Looks great with these boots, these 9/9 style boots, which are so cool. And the combat gloves are cool.
Yeah, I like them. Really glad we finally picked them up.
Yeah, I wish we had gotten the red before they went out. I had them in my cart several times and we didn't get them. But anyways, here she is.
So it went kind of quickly, but I have already named her. I was looking specifically for something that expressed what I saw in her face, which was this soft empathy and the idea of turning your thoughts inward and reflecting and sort of finding that inner peace. But at the same time, I also wanted a name that would hold its own with Vignette and maybe be a movie star counterpart for her. So I am happy to introduce you to Salem. Salem means peace. It also, of course, has a lot of connotations to do with, the Salem witch trials and things like that. So there's both this element of peace, but this sort of dark twist to it that I quite like.
I think it's a cool name. Does she have a last name yet?
I think so. I think I'll leave that for now. I have to kind of sit with it and see. I've got something that I think is her last name, but we'll see. Probably the first time I do a movie poster for Vignette and Salem,
Okay.
I'll reveal that.
So we did have a lot of other ideas. I mean, we could very easily do a reflection naming video. So if that's something you'd like to see, make sure you let us know.
If people really dig the naming videos, we'll keep doing them.
And before we go, we just wanted to give you that little bit of information just to wrap things up. I did announce it on Instagram, but this community has been so amazing, and we have had some requests to send us artwork, things to review. We did finally set up a mailbox where you can send us items if you choose to do so. We would be very grateful for it, and we would definitely enjoy opening the packages. And you can find the address for our box in the About section on the channel.
So, if you liked watching our unboxing of Salem, aka Reflection, you can obviously see more of that because we are going to have some more unboxings inevitably. So go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.
And if you want to know what's going on with us on Instagram, you can follow me at MyLadyDisdain with underscores.
And you can check out my photography with all of our girls and Guy at Smart Doll Folio on Instagram.
That's all for us. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again probably next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Milk parts.